We're going to talk briefly about NS Notification Center and sending notifications between view controllers. I'm starting off with a tab bar view controller, as we've created previously. In my viewcontroller.m, you can see that I have a tab bar controller subclass for my view controller. I've instantiated my first and second view controllers and set them up as a tab bar. What I've added is a button in my first view controller and in my second view controller with a frame of 100 and 100 with a width of 100 and 100 at position X and Y as well. You can see this one second and first. When we build and run the app, we can see that there's a first and a second. Now I've attached an NS log to when these buttons are touched. So we can see down here in the console a printout that the first button was touched when we're on the first view controller, and the second button was touched when we're on the second view controller. Now what we want to do is to pass back a notification from the second view controller to the first view controller. The way that we do this is by creating an NS notification center, default center, and then we post a notification. We specify the name, which in this case will be second button touched, and we pass it an object. Our object in this case is just going to be a string saying second touched. Now we have that, and we can push the button and it will send the notification. However, we don't have anything listening for that notification. Within the first view controller, we need to add an observer. The way we do this is by getting the NS Notification Center, Default Center, and then we add observer. We're going to add an observer for name with a selector and an object. Our observer is going to be ourself, which in this instance references the first view controller. We need to create a selector. We'll call it notification received. Next, we need to put in the name. I'm going to copy the name from the second view controller's notification, come back here and paste it in. And since this is an observer, we don't need to pass an object, we're going to receive it. So I'm going to set the object equal to nil. Now I need to create the notification received method. I do this by specifying that it's a void return type, and then I say it's going to receive an NS notification. Call it n. Within this, I want to specify an NS log, and I'm going to pass in n.object, the object that we passed in. When I build and run the app now, we should, when we go to the second tab bar, click on the second view controller, we can see that we've touched the second tab bar and that the second was touched. That was the exact notification we expected to receive. Second touched. So we displayed it. Many times when we're using tab bars or other types of navigation controllers, we need to pass information between view controllers. Notifications and using the NS Notification Center is a very easy way to do that.